Hello, welcome back, and welcome if you're new here. Today we're reacting to One Piece chapter 1023. Last time we left off with Zoro and Sanji teaming up against King and Queen. Marco finally, he had his moment. Marco's cool. But like Sanji and Zoro versus King and Queen, amazing. Love it. And they also declared that Luffy will become the Pirate King, or something along the lines. Everyone needs to say it. It's a thing at this point. But yeah, last chapter was really good. I really liked it. I can't really think of what else happened. There was some funny moments, like King just like materializing in front of Chopper while they were carrying off Zoro, and then he just like holds up a ball of fire, and then Chopper is just screaming. I love that. That was hilarious. I love that moment. I don't remember what else happened earlier on. I think they talked about like, oh yeah, where is how the numbers are doing, not like the numbers like the monsters, like just like the general, like the samurai versus like the beast pirates, that those numbers. So we got an update on that, and also I think yeah, we also got like that all the Topiropo were knocked out, so that's cool. I don't know if all of them will stay dead or not. They're not dead. Stay down. I don't know if all of them will stay down, but for now they're all knocked out, and so that's really interesting. Also yeah, the Killer Hawkins stuff, that's really interesting. I don't know how Killer's gonna get around that. I have seen one theory that's just like very simple, just like he aims for the arm because Kid doesn't have the other arm. He doesn't have his right arm, I think it is, or is it this arm? I'm not sure. But if he just targets that arm, then it's not going to do any damage to Kid because he doesn't have the arm. He can't do the damage, and the damage is like 1-for-1 basically. So yeah, I don't know how that will go, but that's going to be a really cool fight. But yeah, I don't think I have anything really else to say. So let's just get into it. In 3, 2, 1. That's my anime intro. Sorry, I'm in anime mode. I haven't reacted to One Piece in a while. Okay. So first off, we have a full color thing. I'm trying to see what's happening here. So it looks like we have all the warlords, and then also there's a lot of stuff is happening here. Okay, so we have Boa looking really good, Law looking really good too, and then yeah, we also have Moria, Kuma, Mihawk, and Doflamingo, so like warlords, and then also Perona because she matters for some reason. Kiku, Reiju, Bartolomeo, Pudding, Corazon right behind Law too, so that's really cool. Katakuri, and then Big Mom, Odin, Komurasaki, Yamato, and then Kaido. So I don't know how that's relevant or why those characters are all matched up together. I don't know why. It looks cool. It looks cool. That's what matters. Yeah. Okay. So moving on. Chapter 1023, Two Peas in a Pod. I have not gotten spoiled on this at all. Actually, I take that back. I did see something about. All I know is we're getting more Sanji and Zoro, which I expected. That's all I know, but I don't know anything about that. Cover request: Karu gets jealous of a flock of sparrows singing with Vivi. That's cute, I guess. Standing shoulder to shoulder. Zorojuro is back in action. Go get him, Sangoro-san. We just see them like standing, like both like Sanji and Zoro just like standing in a bunch of like rubble and like just a gas, or just like a dust cloud basically. And you can't see King or Queen anywhere. And Chopper's on top of Miyagi's head. It really did heal him. I'm afraid. And then Miyagi's like, I'm afraid to think about what will happen after though. And the Beast Pirates are like, King, Queen, and they're knocked on the ground. Like Zoro and Sanji did a number on them, even though it wasn't a big number. Like I don't think that one attack that Zoro and Sanji did a lot of damage, but like it knocked them down, so it's still impressive. And so some random Beast Pirate dude, he's like, how dare you attack the All-Stars, and he aims right for Zoro's head. And Kawamatsu just comes in, cuts the guy down and says drop it. And so now we have Hyo and all the other samurai people too. Nicely done, Kawamatsu. Everyone listen up. We can't let anybody interfere with their duel. But boss, they're up against the All-Stars. It doesn't matter if you're friend or foe. There's no place meddling in that fight. And like Zoro and Sanji, they're serious. Like Zoro has like the cross hatches like on like the shading like on his eyes. Like it's serious. Just look at the expressions on their faces. We would only get in the way. And so we have Marco just like standing and watching everything that's happening. Watching King. He's looking at King and Queen too. I just saw Queen. He's thinking, I thought only Marie-Joise was above the red line. Yoi? I'm talking about the distant past, back when God's land was up there. And he's like thinking about Whitebeard. He's like ... Okay, next page. When did you start believing such crap, Pops? And you see, what is this panel? And I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, it's Izo. It's Izo. Okay, I was like, what's happening there? I was like, oh, it's Izo. Okay. Wake up, Marco. I don't really know what happens, but now Izo's here. And he cuts down some other beast parts too. And Izo's like, what's up with you? How can you space out on a battlefield? And he's just carrying Marco. I knew you'd have my back. Oh, shut up. They're besties. I love it. And now Marco's saying, say, Izo, do you believe in a god? And now Izo's like, you're starting to sound like Pops did when he was drunk. And like Beast Parts are chasing after them. And now we cut to Queen. Yo, if you want to take us down, you're gonna have to put your backs into it. That didn't even hurt a bit. The drought, the plague, and the wildfire, the three of us are Kaido-san's calamities. Okay, so the Marco stuff, interesting. I'll have to talk about that. I can't wait to see people think about that. But yeah, coming back to the Queen stuff. Our unstoppable toughness is why they call us All-Stars. And like Zoro and Sanji are like evading like the lightning blast or whatever. And Zoro's like, huh? He's like, what's wrong? And Sanji's like, nothing. It's just since my second time using the raid suit, I've been feeling kind of off. Uh-oh. Like, I would not put it past Judge to do some like sketchy stuff with the raid suit. I don't know. Apparently this chapter will break the internet. That's what I've heard from my friend. So like, I'm scared. And now Zoro's like, you're not gonna slow me down, are you? And Sanji's like, I said it's nothing. My body just feels a little odd. And Zoro's like, well, you do have weird eyebrows. And like, Sanji's like, my body, not my face, doofus. Maybe the raid suit actually improves your bodily functions, because Sanji was failed experiment. Like all the siblings have like the bolt, like all the stuff basically, and he didn't. So maybe the raid suit's artificially giving him all of that to him, giving him a permanent upgrade, not just when he puts on the raid suit. I don't know. Meanwhile, we have Zoro, and he goes to we have King basically, and he takes out his sword and he goes to attack them, and Zoro just steps in front of Sanji. He's like, you owe me one. Is it just me, or is like is the drawings in this chapter a lot harder to understand? I don't know. Whatever. Now Queen's coming in. Bridal Claw, and he's like using like his hair claw thing. Goes for Zoro, and what does he do? For some reason the paneling in this is really hard to understand. Oh, okay, I get it now. Now Sanji gets in the way of that and protects Zoro. Yeah, he's like, mwahaha. I remember now. All of Judge's brats are enhanced. And he says like the Germa 66 in the background. That dude's crazy. The burning leg of yours is some kind of augmentation, right? So I think they're going with this, like the raid suit altering Sanji. I don't know. Okay, and like even Queen's like, something weird's going on. And Sanji's like, hate to break it to you, but I'm a regular human, unlike my siblings. What the frick? What? What is this? Are you stupid? What kind of human can burst into flames? It's not like you're a Lunarian. What kind of human can burst into flames? It's not like you're a Lunarian. Lunarian. That sounds like something with the moon. Because Luna, like moon. I don't know. Let's just keep reading. And King is just like thinking. He's like ... And Sanji's like, it's possible because my passions burn hotter than a real flame ever could. Cooking up sea beasts is my specialty. Yeah. And then he, sometimes I can swear in my videos, sometimes I can't. Parents are out in the living room. He does like some spinning move, and he kicks Queen a lot, really hard. But Queen blocks with arm in it. And he says, then Queen says, "I'll show you how devastating my cybernetic enhancements can be. They're so advanced, even Vegapunk can't match them." Zoro is fighting King now, and he's like, "Don't get distracted, you black mummy." Click, and like Zoro, what's up with Zoro? Because like this is like the second time it seems like he's had like a ping like in his head. Maybe it's observation? I don't know. Oh, so like King's blade is like jagged. That's interesting. I just realized that. But so like Zoro's swords get cut up and two of his swords go flying. And then King just takes his fist and just punches Zoro like in his face. It doesn't really matter. So I don't know. That's bad. That's bad for once. Now Zoro does have two of his swords. Zoro, with the sword in his mouth, he blocks a punch from King. Let's talk about that. I mean, there's nothing really not to talk about that, but like that's impressive. And now King says, "I've never understood why anyone would stick to traditional forms and techniques in a real battle." Oh, so this is like what they're going to be talking about, I guess. And Zoro's like, "Yeah, I guess you have a point. You never claimed to be a swordsman after all. Have it your way. Just remember, when it comes down to it, I might be willing to bite you through your throat too. I can't afford to lose here." And King's like, okay. And now Kawamatsu. "Boss Hyogoro, when Hiyori-sama offered that man Enma, there was a reason I didn't protest too hard." "Right. I see it too. It's peculiar. He may be a foreign pirate, but he reminds me so much of the former daimyo of Ringo when he was young." Like the Shimotsuki, I think it was, connection. I don't know it all off the top of my head, but like it's very much implied that like Zoro is from Wano, and it's what's his name? Kyoshiro, I think his name is the dude. Kuina's dad. He's from Wano, or his dad is from Wano. So like that's all really implied. And now you see the boss of whatever that land, and also the fox. And Kawamatsu says he and Shimotsuki Ushimaru are like two peas in a pod, right down to their sword handling. It's uncanny. Ushimaru-sama was a fantastic swordsman, a direct descendant of the god. I in my head, I don't have thoughts. Head empty, but just because like there's so much. Ushimaru-sama was a fantastic swordsman, a direct descendant of the god of the blade, Shimotsuki Ryuma. And he gets to Zoro. "And this young man was the one to finally return Shusui to Wano. It must be fate or something. After all, Ryuma was a one-eyed samurai? Do we know that? I don't know. I want to swear so bad." So, I think they're basically implying that not only is Zoro a descendant of Ushimaru, was his name right? Yeah, Ushimaru, but also Ryuma. And that's not a shocker, but it's like if that's being like canonical, like revealed, then that's a lot. A lot. I can't wait to see people's videos on this. Insane. Really insane. Second floor, treasured repository. We've got to back up Jackson. We're not going to let that happen. So I guess we're coming back to the Inuarashi versus Jack fight. And Jack screaming out in pain. "You must be getting tired. I'll put you to sleep forever, Duke of the Day. There's no need to draw this out. I've already forgiven you for lying about me about the samurai." And you see Jack like in his hybrid form, just like towering over Inuarashi. "Your country's already paid the price for sheltering him." And Inurashi's not having a good time. I don't think Jack is either. But Inuarashi looks like he's having a lot rougher than Jack. He's like, Pants, we wouldn't have been able to live with ourselves if we sold Raizo out." Ooh, and then like he like gives like him like a glance. And then Jack goes to attack. And Inuarashi just takes the trunk of Jack and says, "It would have made it impossible for us to come back to Wano. Everything we went through, since the day Oden-sama left us, was to get to this point. And now what is this? Oh, so he just like chucks him through a wall. He just grabs him, throws him over his shoulder, and chucks him through a wall. Because Inuarashi can do that, apparently. Not complaining, but like still looks that's cool. Now you see back to like when they were basically being like crucified, Inuarashi, Nekomamushi. I swear to God, I don't know this Raizo. If he's here, I'll slice open my own stomach. And now we're going back to the fight. We're still in the fight. Since that day 20 years ago, we've tormented ourselves with the same questions. Are things different now? Okay, what does that mean? ... exclamation mark. Do we still have the right to claim to be Oden Samurai? How? How are you in your Sulong form? A hole in the roof? Ashura. Grr. We endured a lot to reach this decisive battle. Our millennia-old city was razed to the ground, but the dawn of the world is finally upon us. And Inuarashi goes into his I almost said hybrid form, Sulong form, because there's like are they in the live floor now? I think they're in the live floor now. I didn't pick up on that, but I think they're in the live floor now, where like Zoro and King and Queen and Sanji, all that. So that's interesting. That's very interesting. But now he can use his Sulong. Skull Dome front entrance. And now we see you see like Perospero on the ground and like something in the background that is probably Nekomamushi's Sulong form. And Carrot's there too, apparently. And she's like, Perospero? Without Pedro, Luffy and the others would have never made it here. The raid would have failed for sure. Master Nekomamushi, and you see like Carrot and Wanda just like super cross-hatched, like their faces are super shaded. The full moon is beautiful tonight. Pedro, just pour yourself a drink and watch. Ooh. This is the last moon you, Gaara, will ever see. Big tongue. And then Nekomamushi's hybrid form looks really cool. I love it a lot. Okay, so we're just like cutting all over the place, and everything we've cut to is just like, what? So like, one more cut at least. So I don't know what's gonna end up happening. Inside the castle, second floor. Okay, so we're back to Fukurokuju and Raizo. Ha ha ha, you ghosts are a joke. Oden is dead, and now you serve a glorified child. And Raizo's like, how dare you mock the young master? And Fukurokuju's like, everyone needs time to mature. Even us misfit eventually became samurai. Wano itself will shape Momonosuke-sama's growth. We won't let you take that hope away. Okay, so we just cut to that. Okay, that was not really anything good. I don't know why they needed to cut to that, but it's fine. Udon, Tokage Port. What? Why is Kaido here? Do we even stand a chance? So Kaido's here. Yamato lost. Okay. Oh, that's a panel. I'm saving that. Wow. This is the last. Yeah, it's the last one. Okay. I'm only looking at like part of it. This is all I have open. You can't really see, but it's just like probably like a third of the page. I zoom in a lot so I don't get spoiled on what's gonna happen next. Straw Hat, get back. It's dangerous. ... And oh, it's not Kaido. It's not Kaido. I was like, why is it wider? But so Shinobu did it. Growl. I'm not now like also Luffy in that small panel looking really good too. Sidetracked. Now Luffy's going through flashbacks of Momonosuke, I think. I am not your snack. If you attempt to eat me, I will devour you whole. Brace yourself. And Luffy just says, Momo. And Momo says, "That's right." "What? The kid was just here. How in the world?" "I followed Momonosuke-sama's orders. I aged him until he was 28 years old." And Shinobu's crying. She didn't want to do that. I feel so bad for her, but it's like, what other choice did we have? Luffy's now Luffy's saying, "Didn't know you could do that. Why are you crying though?" And Shinobu's like, "Because Momonosuke-sama, you look just like..." He probably looks just like Oden. I'm calling it. He probably does. "Momo, let's go back to take Wano." Yeah. Okay, end of chapter. So this was a chapter. This was a chapter. This was a really good chapter. I don't know what to say about it. I'm not really a theorist. I say I don't like analyze things a lot, but then I go on for like 8 minutes, 8, 9, 10 minutes like on discussion. I'm gonna try not to do that. 24 minutes of video time already. I think I'll just try to hit on the big things so this video won't be too long. Sanji saying that after he used the raid suit for the second time, his body felt weirder. And Queen says, "Oh yeah, your body, I forgot all Judge's brats were genetically modified or whatever." So, and Sanji's like, "No, I'm not. I'm not." And Queen's like, "Are you sure?" Like, are you sure about that? And like, I don't think he is, but I think the raid suit's slowly enhancing him permanently. I don't know how that would work though. Maybe it like injects stuff into him without him noticing. I don't know, because like I would not put it past Judge to do some sketchy stuff with the raid suit. But like Niji was the one who gave it to him, I think. And Niji's a pretty cool dude, I think. I like Niji. He's my favorite out of the other. He's my favorite out of the other three brothers. I don't know. The Vince Smokes are always been sketchy. So like, if Niji was the one who gave it to him, I think it would be fine. But like, I don't know. But he says it's not. Let me find it. It's not like you're a Lunarian. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. What? This got totally lost on me in the thing. What kind of human can burst into flames? It's not like you're a Lunarian. And that's probably the name of King's race. I'm stupid. Why did it not click? Why did that not click? I don't know why. So that's probably the name of King's race? But like, is he also hinting that the Vince Smokes were Lunarians? Because like his other brothers couldn't do. I mean, Ishni kind of could, but wasn't Ishni's more like explosions? And Judge couldn't, and I don't think Sora probably could either. Reiju can't, Yonji can't, Niji can't. So it's like, this is only a Sanji thing. So it doesn't make sense for him to actually be a Lunarian. Because also he doesn't have the wings. Assuming that this is King's race. King's sword, really dirty, but I like it actually. It reminds me of what's his name? Inosuke. It reminds me of Inosuke's swords. Yeah, that was really cool. So like if Kawamatsu, okay, let's talk about the Zoro Shimotsuki stuff. So like if Kawamatsu and Hyogoro, and Hyogoro was a boss of one of the, was he a boss? I think he was just in the Flower Capital. But like if this is coming from Hyogoro, probably the oldest person that knows stuff about Wano currently, I would assume. And the chapter title is Two Peas in a Pod, and they referred to that as Zoro and Ryuma. Like, I think there's definitely a connection. Like, it's been theorized for a long time now. It's like, it's not anything like, oh my god, who would have thought about this? It's not like that. Like, I think a lot of people have assumed, like, oh yeah, Zoro has some lineage in Wano. I assume that. I've always assumed that. But it's still cool. It's still cool. But also, they revealed that Ryuma was a one-eyed samurai. That's interesting. So that might reveal why Zoro cut his eye. We still don't know how that happened. Maybe, did we know that Ryuma only had one eye? I don't know. I don't know, because he was dead. He's been dead. But I don't know if we knew that or not. Because maybe Zoro cut his eye so that he could be like Ryuma. Or maybe like he can channel Ryuma's spirit, but you need one eye. I don't know. Still really cool though. It's really cool. Nekomamushi and Inarashi in their respective fights, they can go Sulong now. So that's great. Love that. Momo turning into a dragon. It looks just like Kaido. It didn't click, and I was like, oh, because like it's like all white, like with like I don't know how to describe this. It's like a very like artistic thing, but it's hard. Like I know art. I took an art class. I draw like once a month, but like I draw. I like to think I'm pretty educated on art. So it's with Kaido's dragon form, it's a lot of dark. It's a lot of like dark lines, a lot of black. But with when Oda drew Momonosuke's dragon, he did a lot of thin lines. He didn't do like any shading. So it's just a lot of white and like light gray. Meanwhile, with Kaido's dragon, it's the exact opposite. It's black and dark gray, and it's very like symbolic, like the symbolism, like the clashing of like yin and yang almost, like the white and black. So that's a really cool artistic thing that Oda did. I like that a lot. Yeah, I just hit 30 minutes, so I'll try to wrap this up as best as I can. Momonosuke-sama, you look just like, I assume he looks just like Oden. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know if I like that or not. Like I'm still not fully on board with this. I've never liked the idea, but it's still cool. It's still cool, I guess. Like Oda has enough of a reputation that I can be like, okay, I trust you. Like I don't like it, but I'm okay with it, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is a really cool chapter. I don't have a lot else to talk about. I mean, I could go on for another 10 minutes if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that. This is gonna be a pain to edit if I had to go through like that much footage. Even though it's actually really easy to edit, but never mind. This has been One Piece chapter 1023. I'll see you guys next time, and bye.